Now, unlike the rest of DC's extended cinematic universe, I actually went to see Aquaman at an actual cinema, something that I would usually save for Marvel films. Having a few free days or weeks over the holiday, I decided that I would go and see Aquaman, given that its reviews weren't all bad, and in fact had a number of positive reviews to support it. Reviews aren't everything, however, after seeing the response to Batman vs Superman and Justice League, I wasn't holding my breath, seeing that I haven't really seen any DC films anyway. Firstly, Aquaman is one big, cheesy Hollywood cliche. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Someone is born, someone leaves, they are different, they don't want things to change, they are persuaded, they have to fight someone, it goes bad, eventually the fight goes well. This is this film. However, although the film is one big cliche, it is done really well. The film often reminds me of the really early MCU, going back, 10 years ago now? And if this film was, say, released 10 to 7 years ago as part of the foundation of the DCU, I feel like the DCU could be right up where Marvel is right now, building up to something huge, which will be Endgame. However, it wasn't released 10 years ago, it was released in 2018, and although it is an origin story, it doesn't feel quite complex enough to be part of this already established, although not very good, universe, which is the DC cinematic universe, whatever. Now, the film is very entertaining overall. Intense fight scenes and a character that comes across as being a humble badass means that we care for him and we get worried when we see him lose a fight. The script is somewhat predictable. I often knew exactly what was going to be said beforehand, and I nearly started laughing because of it. This isn't to say the script is bad, however, it was somewhat predictable and therefore will put off some viewers, as you can often sense what is about to happen. The film also contains a lot of world building. If you don't know what that is, it means the film tries to set the foundation for Aquaman in the actual film for Aquaman. So it kind of left me feeling like the film could have been split into two parts. Like you'd have a foundation for, what Atlantis was and who all these people were, and then you'd need like a separate thing for the actual plot of the film. Now, leaving that bit alone, onto another note, it seems like the director might be a tiny fan of Michael Bay, as there were numerous explosions just occurring out of nowhere. They were almost trying so hard to be kind of surprising that after the first one or two we just weren't surprised anymore. At least the explosions look good, something that cannot be said for everything in this film. Now, the CGI really is a mixed bag within this film. With a lot of the film being based underwater, I was expecting some heavy CGI for, the whole city itself. I was correct, however, the city did in fact look superb. There wasn't really a false moment under the water where I questioned anything, it all looked great. Now, because of that fact, I assumed, and I was wrong to assume, that basic CGI such as enemies on land would also look good. And I was wrong. Without spoiling anything, obviously, while one of the characters is chased on a roof, the enemies almost look fake, with better realism found in some video games. Especially with the angle that we were viewing it from, honestly, the enemies looked like a poor Photoshop job. I couldn't seem to find any of them online, but once you see that scene on the roof, you'll laugh to yourself in your head, because it just doesn't look too good. Also, I'm going to show you a picture now. The main enemy looks laughably bad.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Like in his final suit. I know it's based off the comics, but even the comics looks a little bit stupid, but it looks cool still in the comics, but it just looks retarded. It looks like a brain-dead Power Ranger, and I don't know why. When I saw this guy's final suit, I thought, why? Now onto the humour. The film tries to be Marvel, and it kind of fails. The casual humour found in films such as Infinity War works, as Marvel has created a reputation and a foundation for the characters that we love, meaning that they could just sneeze, and it would be better and more entertaining than the whole film of Justice League. Aquaman tries to execute this kind of random humour, and I can only be thankful for Jason, I can't say his last name right, so bear with me, Jason Momoa, I'm going to say Momoa, execution, as without his decent acting, I feel like the awkward silence after the jokes would be even more uncomfortable, as some of them just felt a little bit strange. In conclusion, you really should see this film. If you are a DC fan and you somehow enjoyed things like Justice League, then you're not going to go wrong with this film. And as for a hardcore Marvel fan, such as myself, as long as you appreciate some good action, a little bit cliche, but you got a good actor and a character you're going to enjoy watching, then you will find this film not the best film ever, but you at least will enjoy yourself, and isn't that really what matters? Overall, I'd give this film a good 6.5 out of 10. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe. I am kind of new at this. I've always wanted to just give my opinions on subjects, so leave a comment down below. Do you want me to review anything? Games, music, films, or just let me react to a video and I'll talk about it? Anything like that, just let me know in the comments below, and hopefully I will see you in the next video, wherever that may be. Peace out.